Hi, everybody. I'm Elise as Another Truth here on YouTube. I hope you're doing well and that you're taking great care of yourselves. Um, I wanted to talk about a video that Supernatural Crime Nikki has posted. I haven't responded to it, but I'm responding to this um, with high regards for her and her situation and some of the content in there that she nailed. Now, I have too noticed for years now in dealing and talking about Katie Joy, her frustration with the Duggar girls. To some extent, I think she goes after them because they are still tethered to Jim Bob, but this isn't a concern that's addressed by Katie Joy necessarily. It's just another reason for her um, to antagonize these women. And, it KJ could have daddy issues. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anybody with any kind of parent who gives anything to their kids, any kind of way that a parent tries to provide for their adult kids, it's extremely offensive to her, it seems. Now, I'm not a fan of Jim Bob Duggar. I have very low opinions about him, um, and how he handled this whole thing with his criminal son and how it impacted his family and all that. But I can appreciate that, you know, he hasn't thrown her out. He hasn't forced her to get married. He hasn't done any of those things. And what I saw in Nikki's video, which was something that Llama Girl captured, because KJ will tear everything down afterwards. I did get to see some of that house. Now, I want to go see the original video, but I don't want to give the clicks and views to KJ's channel, nor do I, if it's still up and available. I believe that's on YouTube, correct? Because I did see something. I'm not subscribed to her, but a video pop up that she was talking about the Duggars. I don't know if it was about Jana's house specifically or a video that Jana has done. So I just don't know what that source is. I'll look around closely, but from what I saw, I didn't see anything wrong with where she's living and what she's doing. I think she has a nice, cozy home. Now, there are some issues with little homes or tiny homes in general, in terms of being, the issue with it is that some people say it's not what you think it is. It's just a way for people to, some people can't afford anything else. That's all they can get. It has a lot to do with the housing crisis and stuff in the United States. I can appreciate that. And I think those are valid concerns. Those are researched concerns. And I agree with some of that. But in this case, I don't think it's Jim Bob. Jim Bob is a pretty selfish human being, but I don't think that this is the case. Jana is the one. Jana's like a Renaissance person. That this woman can do anything. She beautifies everything. Everything she touch turns to beauty. And Jana herself is a beautiful woman. The snark about her not being tall enough for a model, that's not true. She may not be a runway model type, but she can model for other things. Um, so I don't know what she's talking about. I have no idea what she's talking about. Women of our advanced age um, are modeled for beauty products and things like that. I mean, that scope of modeling is widening. So it goes to show you how dumb KJ is sometimes. Oh God, not sometimes, most of the time. That was just if she's really that ignorant, fine. That goes to show her lack of research when she's supposedly the sleuth and all of that in collecting news and facts and stuff, which she doesn't do, in my opinion. But I think it was a dig at her because someone said she's beautiful. And instead of being an uplifting, supportive woman that KJ claims that she is of other women, which she isn't, she could have said, you know what? She is stunningly beautiful. She is classically beautiful. I agree. No. KJ can't be bothered. She doesn't support women. And don't believe that claptrap in her, where she can't, in the Project 2025 thing. I'll explain more at the first paragraph, I mean, because she's like, oh, I support women. She doesn't. She's bringing them down. What do you think she's doing with this video? And I agree with Nikki that she is trying to get KJ's home canceled because she's jealous of her. She's jealous of Jana. She does hate Jim Bob, and she does blame women for men's problems. She still does it to this day. So I would not put it past her if that's what she's doing. But KJ's got a lot of damn nerve, I'll tell you. And I agree with Nikki on this one. Um, the state of the state of KJ's health and stuff and appearance, whatever, in terms of talking about other women's appearances. Okay. And it also it extends to me, to KJ's own home, from the photos that she shared, from the things that she talked about. Okay. She has broken pride flags that she didn't bother to keep up because she doesn't take care of her things. Okay. She doesn't take care of her pets. She doesn't take care of her people. She doesn't take care of her neighbors or even respect their privacy or anything. Okay. Um, if she hasn't fixed that roof yet, she has a broken roof, mold in the house, cat shit all over the place, cat litter all over the place. Okay. She hasn't changed the style of her home in a long time. She might have moved things around. It's still the same thing. She always talked about doing an office rehaul, revamp. Never did that. All she did was rearrange things to compete with her betters on this platform. It's nonsense. She can't be her own self. I mean, how much does a fucking can of paint cost in this economy? Who knows? But she could have done things to spruce up her own place, but she doesn't even take care of that. She doesn't take care of herself. I mean, she has problems, obviously. KJ has problems, but she doesn't take care of her homes. She had a house given to her, which she ended up selling for a better house because she wants better. Okay, gift that was given. I guess once you have the gift, you do it. It that's up to you, but she wanted to buy a better house. And so now she's criticizing everybody else's homes when her home is not in good order in any sense of the word, in my opinion. Doesn't matter if someone lives in a tiny home, okay? Um, they live in um, a shack. And I say that for a lack of a better word. I've personally been in extremely modest homes in other parts of the world that are cleaner than Without a Crystal Ball's home. From what with what KJ has shared, Without a Crystal Ball has shared in her own home. Cleaner, meticulous care for things. That is where I actually learned to take better care and appreciate the things I do have and how I take care of that. Because before that, I was a little reckless because I didn't care about myself. I would do things, yes, but I take meticulous care of the things that I do have. I don't have a lot of things, but the things I have, I clean, I polish, all because it just shows care. She doesn't. She wants to amass these things, but she doesn't know how to upkeep it. Now, Jana's home is beautiful, whatever it is. Looks like everything is in order and it's comfortable. It's bright. It's bright and beautiful. Now, I'm not for the minimalistic, all white and bright kind of aesthetic. That's just not me. But for her, it's perfect. And Jenna's extremely creative. This woman is a gifted designer and builder, in my opinion. This woman can do anything. She breathes life into the earth. KJ just wants to take it away. I'm not exaggerating about Jana. I know people like Jana, not many. They breathe life into others, to their plants, their animals, to their homes. I think Jana is that breath of fresh air. And I'm not just saying that, it's just something that I've observed. Okay. She's a special human being, and KJ wants to tear her down. I also wanted to address in that video that I'm very proud of Nikki. Nikki's a very kind lady. And I can understand why she feels the way that she does in her home. And those feelings are valid. When you are being harassed and people are threatening you, every suspicious car, every suspicious phone call, every suspicious knock in the house, okay, um, can set you off. Okay, surviving trauma, surviving abuse, surviving all of harassment, and having threats looming over you can unnerve you. But Nikki still has the proverbial balls of steel to come on here and talk about her experiences and keep pushing KJ for that information. Good for her. I'm proud of Nikki for that. She's standing up for herself, as she should, against this tyrant that you see before you, this jealous person, bitter, jealous person. And I agree with Nikki that this was aimed at, this whole video of KJ's was aimed at getting Jana's home shut down. For all the independence that KJ claims she wants for these women, she wants to take that away from them. KJ is nothing but a miserable scumbag.